after you, fella. My microphone is falling.
Well, I need you to be stationary before I jump in, because I can't have you over here twisting and turning.
It's a going. Hold on.
Do I need to do Bob?
We already did the bar.
Oh, brother. All right. Well, my name's Chris Glover. I have a wife, Anna Glover, wonderful lady, love her to death. And I have my 2 children. I don't know if I just talked to you. Or no one sitting in front of us.
Well, you gotta see. That's the thing you gotta get used to.
Oh, they're on the other side of the screen.
You see that the camera?
Right.
They're watching us.
Our people from work are gonna be like, those guys were nervous.
Very.
The people
nervous.
who know us are gonna.
Very nervous.
Okay.
Because what I had to get used to doing YouTube, which I'll get to,
right,
is it's weird talking to a camera.
I mean,
it's very weird talking to a camera.
Do you look at it?
Yeah, like whenever you're talking to the audience, whoever's watching, you gotta look at the camera. So because I can sit here and say, "Hey, you should go subscribe to the YouTube channel," but I'm telling that to you. If I say you should go subscribe to the YouTube channel,
they're probably gonna subscribe.
They're gonna go subscribe. Right.
Okay. I got you.
So if you're talking to them specifically,
yeah, man, got my kids. I moved to Muscle Shoals about a year ago. We lived in Florence for about 3 years, and the wife is.
Hey, talk a little louder.
I got you. You just look so attentive, bro. You're really listening to me before. I love that.
I am listening.
Oh. They heard that go for sure. No, I went to Carver Heights, small school. We used to call it Hillbilly Heights.
Hillbilly Heights.
Yeah. Predominantly white school for sure. We had like 4 or 5 black kids there. Graduated like 3 of them. But it was fun. Got bullied a time or 2.
You graduated with 3 black people?
Yes.
Is that including you?
Well, technically 1.5. Because it was me and other light-skinned guys. That only counts as 2, technically. But yeah, man, and from there, I thought I was going to do great things. Did terrible things instead. Yeah, bad things. I did my time, from there, and got on the nice straight and narrow. I am, crisis heavy with it. I got the made new shirt on.
I do see that.
I want the people to know, my first time meeting the folks. I want them to know as well. But yeah, man, I'm just a guy, and I'm just an average guy.
You're just a guy that still got 5 minutes.
Boy.
You still got.
Folks, we're gonna get better as time goes on. Sam hasn't started talking just yet, so we'll get to that point.
You've gotten better. You're addressing.
I have
them as a camera.
Thank y'all for watching us, our goofy faces.
If you didn't already leave.
Yeah, I was a cheerleader, brother. If you didn't know.
You were a cheerleader.
Yeah. If they didn't leave, I'm sorry. But yeah, I was a cheerleader for 2 years.
At Carver Heights.
Mm-hmm.
And a football player.
And a basketball player.
At the same time.
At the same time.
How did you?
It was difficult,
How'd you manage that?
Well, I just didn't. So when I was football oriented, like I liked basketball, but I was trash. I was tall. I know, but I was trash. I was terrible, bro. I was on B teams for probably about 10th, 11th grade year.
Oh well, that's normal.
Yeah. Not at the small school I was at. Well, we had a guy who was like 6'7". His name was Cub Suggs. Huge dude, freaking huge, bro.
Was he on B team?
No,
he was varsity.
No, yes, he was
no, he was not varsity.
If he was on B team, I would not have played basketball. I wouldn't have had any type of chance down there.
He would have just quit.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I learned the game of basketball.
Was B team.
B team, yeah.
And if he was there, you wouldn't have played. He played all of them.
Yeah.
Point guard, shooting guard.
He was good. I mean, he could really.
You want to name him?
Drain him. I think Caleb Suggs. He played at UNA.
You said Caleb who?
Suggs.
Caleb Suggs
Yeah.
is terrible.
No.
Is that what you said?
Try it. No. no. He was a good player. If he played on B team, I don't think I would play.
You would quit.
Yeah, for sure. But no, man, I'm a terrible girl out of high school. You know, I really stunted my growth in the adult world, man. You know, that really got me. Yeah,
I'm 5'10", so, but from here we look the same.
We do. I'm kind of slouching too to kind of.
Well, so am I. I'm slouching.
Watch your chest bigger than mine.
I got a big chest. When the shortness comes with other aspects, I look bigger than I am. Right. If you were my height.
If I was your height, I think I'd be a little more small.
I'm small.
I mean.
No, it's fine. It's continue. It's fine. more of you. More about you. Right. I'm small. I'm not.
You know, there's not much.
Oh, I just hit the microphone.
You just busted that eardrum.
I just busted the eardrum.
You know, there's not really much more about me, man. I'm a space lover. Love me some space. Love me some Rick and Morty.
Hey, we all love Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I love the show.
Right.
Man, I love my kids, bro. I'm a huge.
So, Rick and Morty, right?
Right.
Kids.
Right.
Which one?
Man, are they hanging off a cliff?
They're hanging off a cliff.
Man.
You got them both by the hand, and you got to choose.
Well, I'm already
Rick and
two
Morty?
kids with one hand.
Exactly.
I'm already defeating the odds.
So you got Rick and Morty in one hand, and you're slipping off. So you're on this cliff.
Mm-hmm.
You're holding both your kids like this.
I'm there.
And Rick and Morty, the next 10 seasons, in this hand.
Morty.
But you're hanging onto this cliff with the tip of your toes. So you've got like 30 seconds before you just slip and fall. Which one are you letting go?
28 of them are thinking about it. I'll let you know now. 28 of them are me.
Oh, my battery died. What a great first episode.
That's all, folks.
Okay, so
well, we're still going though.
We'll continue this.
I feel more comfortable without that. I think we should hide it the next time.
The camera's off. We're still recording. That just means on YouTube, after the camera cut off, it's just going to be our logo. That's it. Until next time when my battery's fully charged. And you know what's crazy? I've got 2 more batteries in my truck. Both are dead.
Do you have a charger with
No.
you? Okay, cool.
I don't have a charger, so
cool.
We'll just have to remember next time. You know, this is a terrible first episode. This is going off the rail completely.
Man, I think it's going to be hilarious. You know what I'm most excited about, though?
What are you excited about?
Everyone at work.
Seeing this?
Seeing it, hearing it.
That'd be great.
And them just kind of ragging. You know, Papa's going to have a field day with us.
He's gonna, but guess what? He's going to be talking about it.
Now.
He's going to be talking about it. Everybody at work's going to be talking about it.
Well, that's true. Sorry.
Dylan's our boss.
And the camera had to die at the wrong time.
Our boss already. D.Y. Dylan is already asking when the next episode's going to come out.
Man, they're going to enjoy this.
I'm sorry that the camera cut out as it was almost my turn to start talking.
What a coinky dink.
They can't see that I'm nervous too.
Well,
but
I'm gonna toast you and pass it over to you, brother.
So we all know that my name is not Sam. You know that, right?
I'm fully aware.
It's Samuel.
Oh.
It is Samuel.
I was gonna say something
like Todd,
Zebedee or something. It's really Zebedee.
Zebedee. No, my name is Sam. You know this.
Right.
You know this.
Mr. Samuel.
I have a girlfriend.
What you do?
I have no kids.
I didn't know that.
So I would pick Rick and Morty.
Don't you?
I would
Okay. Let me off of this as a rebuttal.
Okay.
You got your girl, right?
Oh.
Man, she's hanging on.
She's hanging on for dear
gripping.
life. She's holding on.
Rick and Morty, you're talking about 15, 20 seasons coming up.
Ooh, 20 seasons?
How you feeling?
Ooh.
You got 25 seconds.
I got 25 seconds to pick.
25.
Oh, that's a rough question. No, it's not a rough question. I would definitely pick Rick and Morty.
Well, that's all. We're going to go ahead.
I know. No. I would pick my girlfriend 100%.
That's love.
I would. I would pick. I would pick my girlfriend. 90%.
Painstaking love.
I would pick her 80%.
80%.
70. It's fit. I would pick her.
Man, Jasmine, I want you to know when you listen to this, that's some good percentages right there.
It's a joke.
Mine was closer to the
It's a joke.
60-45 range.
That'd be 105%. 5% margin of error. No, I would pick my girlfriend. I love my girlfriend. I got a brother.
Obvious.
I got a brother.
Do you have more siblings? Or
Technically, but we're not getting into that.
Later episodes.
That's
Right.
later. That's
unhealed trauma.
no. I do, but they're like half, but not really half.
Like you're legitimate. One legitimate brother.
Yes.
What's you care to?
His name's Josh. His birthday's tomorrow, actually. So
Happy birthday, Josh.
happy birthday, late birthday, because this is coming out a week later. But his birthday's tomorrow,
Okay.
the 21st.
Because today's the 20th.
I did play football in high school.
I remember you showing me that clip of.
I got
That guy clobbered you.
I got clobbered, and it looks like my junior year because I was tiny, but
I mean, at least you got an interception.
it was my middle school. That was 8th grade.
In that.
That was 8th grade.
You sure?
Yeah, yes, that was 8th grade. And then I went to Deschler, my junior year.
Well, where'd you go before that?
That was Central, and then before Central there was Florence.
Did you know a Noah?
No,
you didn't know him. He's
Noah who?
Graham.
No.
He looks like me, but short.
No.
Oh, and bald. He is bald.
No.
That's my brother.
Oh.
Didn't mention any of my siblings.
No. Well, I don't have kids, so I can't mention my kids. I got Dalton. He might as well be a child.
He said he was 12.
He'll be on a later episode where he bailed on me, but we're not gonna.
We'll get on that in that
We'll
episode.
get on that in that
We're
episode.
going to grill him like a filet mignon.
But I did play football. I didn't play my freshman year, and I was upset when they made it to state, but then that upsetness went from a 10 to a 0 when they lost 52-0
In the
playoff. They didn't even make it to the red zone.
Man, that's in front of a lot of people.
So I didn't care.
Yeah.
But I played 10th through my senior year. My 10th grade year didn't go great. It didn't go great at all.
Why?
I didn't really play. And then my junior year I got hurt. And I was out most of the season.
Most of the season?
I played. They were going to get me in the starting rotation of tight end because I gained 60 pounds from my sophomore to junior year.
It's a hoss.
And then I got hurt.
What did you
I had nerve damage in this shoulder. Yeah, in this shoulder. If I hit it hard enough, it would go numb.
Sam. Now, what was he doing to get that nerve damage?
I was hitting.
With the cap.
With the cap. I got nerve damage, and then my senior year we went 3-7.
Ooh, that's kind of like my record.
Did you win your senior night?
I think so.
We
went
did.
4 and 6.
We did. We went 3-7, and lost our senior night. I started 4 games,
Put this up here.
and then I missed a block. Actually, I didn't even miss a block. I'm gonna get pissed off. The guy beside me missed a block, and he just happened to get by, and they got mad at me
Whoa.
and took me off the starting rotation. So
That kind of happens at work.
that's exactly what happens at work. I get in trouble for everything you do.
Was that guy a senior?
We were both seniors.
I would also be a senior in that situation.
But another thing you may not know is my hands are registered weapons. I took martial arts.
I did know that.
I'm a 3rd degree black belt in Taekwondo.
I like the way you said that. 3rd degree.
I'm a 3rd degree black belt in Taekwondo. I did do jujitsu.
Is that where like
That's the ground.
Really?
That's like on the ground headlocks and stuff
Sounds
like
more
that.
of like an aerial I didn't mean to disrespect jiu-jitsu. Please don't put me in an armhole.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu. BJJ. And I did boxing for a little bit.
Why didn't you didn't like boxing?
I just quit all of it.
Oh.
Yeah, I just stopped.
What
Why?
crushed your
Nothing.
passion?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I just.
Do you want to pick it up back?
I do, but I don't want to go take class because, well, most of the time, there was a Taekwondo building in Muscle Shoals for a little
Right.
bit. That Trent Graham's Taekwondo.
Yeah.
I taught there. That was my school.
Really?
Basically my school, because he trusted me enough to teach all the classes there. But there was another guy who
That's
was
pretty cool.
more trained than me.
Was he older?
He was older.
Yes, on him.
Biz on him. But I did teach there a lot. So if you ever, went and walked in, you've seen me. I was just a child teaching grown people.
Just a wee Samuel.
Wee Sam boy. We don't need to do that. We'll get canceled on the first episode. But I did do that for a little bit, and then I quit. And then I worked at Jack's, and I got fat.
Jax is good though, man.
That's the problem.
Jack's
Every day on you want me to tell you my order for lunch every day?
I don't, but let's go ahead.
I'll tell you. The big bacons?
Yeah.
I'd cook them fresh. Throw 2 patties on there.
2 patties.
2 patties.
Double patty up.
Double pattied up. I'd get butter. I'd throw some butter around it. Throw some onions on there.
Onion.
I didn't eat them. It was
What?
for the. It was for the flavor.
Okay.
Right. So I'd put 2 patties on there.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Because they cook with it.
You don't like the crunch.
No, I mean I ate them with it on there sometimes, but I didn't. I don't like onions.
Just the. Okay. I'm with you. I understand. I know there's people out there who are listening that can relate to that. My brain doesn't wrap around it.
Listen, it added to the flavoring of the burger. So you got the taste of like the bitterness, the tanginess,
Okay.
but you didn't and bite into an onion.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Like a
saying?
hint.
Right.
A hint.
And then, so after I get the butter on there and I put the onions on there, I put cheese and cook the cheese on there. Then I cook the buns on the grill.
You would do it in stages.
Yeah.
That's nice. You were methodical
And
with
then,
like you
we'll
really.
see a guy named Sean. That was actually a good friend of mine.
Shout out, Sean.
Shout out Sean. He cooked them like that, and showed me how to cook it because he was allergic to pepper. So he didn't use salt or pepper on it, or he used salt but he didn't use pepper.
Like an actual table pepper.
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me.
Good.
Quit the cap. You know
With
what
the
it is.
cap.
What is it?
It's pepper. You're gaslighting me right now.
But then I would do that, and then I'd take the bottom bun off.
Right. Wait. Go,
Right,
no,
I'd
go,
put the
go,
bottom.
go.
I'd take the bottom bun off. Put some spicy sauce on there. Right.
Is that to the public?
That's to the public.
They get
Like the spicy chicken sandwich, the spicy sauce on there.
I'm with you.
I put that on the bottom bun. I put the 2 pieces of meat on there with the cheese, maybe some onions sometimes. If I feel like splurging.
A little more of the flavor.
And then I would put, the lettuce,
Yeah.
the bacon,
That's what I was waiting on.
a bunch of bacon,
Double bacon, so.
triple bacon.
Oh man.
I actually got in trouble for getting too much bacon and not paying for it. Because there's an $8 limit at Jack's for your lunch, and I spent like $15 on one meal. And so I'd get in trouble. And then what I would do, and I'm gonna give you a little life hack for Jack's.
I'm here.
Right? So
Listen up, folks.
and then that was basically it. You shut it and eat the burger.
And enjoy.
It was nice and greasy, so I had pimples at the wazoo. Let me tell you, but it was good. So the secret sauce that they put on the like the double cheeseburgers and stuff.
Everybody tell me the recipe.
Spoiler alert: it's ketchup, mustard, and pickle juice.
Ketchup, mustard.
As far as I know,
Let me write this down.
I could be lying. It's not going to taste as good. I'm sure there's something else in it. I was probably lied to. But you go to Jack's and get the secret sauce.
Alright.
That big bacon comes with fries. Nice crispy fries. You get a cup. You put some of that secret sauce in it.
Really?
Great.
The secret sauce?
It's amazing.
Why?
I choose that over honey mustard any day.
You used to be a Jack's worker, so I gotta really pick a bone with you.
Pick a bone with
Yeah, because I love Jack's. Man, hits my belly every time. But why the piss they don't ever put more fry salt on there? What?
You might be getting the leftovers, brother. Because when I would do
This
it,
can't be.
Because when I would do it, what I would do, because I had to do everything. Because at the time it was just me. We're not gonna get into detail on that because somebody might go to jail. One of the workers did some illegal things.
This is when we're famous. We can talk about stuff like this
and out people, but
we're not famous, but well established.
Right. So, I would dump the fries in there.
Yeah.
The lid, it's like a salt shaker. You just do that. I'd take the lid off. Fries, salt, everywhere.
Orange fries.
Orange fries. But people would get them. Everybody wants a large.
Yeah.
And then they wouldn't cook any more fries. And I'm busy. So now you're getting fries that have barely any seasoning on them.
They just want to.
Mm-hmm. They just get the little leftovers and put it in there.
Wait, what?
They just.
How do they?
Yeah, there's like a little, not like a spatula. It's like a scooper.
Yeah, that's a little
the little hole in it.
thing
Yeah,
on
and you
the
just. Yeah.
But when they scoop the fries, they put no seasoning in there, and then they kind of mix it with the seasoning that was.
Oh no, I didn't mix it. I'm telling you, I put enough on there where every fry had it. But the top fries.
Why is it spicy?
it's spicy. Why are we talking about Jack's?
Yeah. Some fries are good, man. That's how we
good.
got on.
I don't even.
Bojangles is kind of like that.
Bojangles is really good. Is this a food episode?
It's
Bojangles, it's the spot every time.
It kind of has to.
Zaxby's, it's the spot every time.
Nothing like that.
My favorite, you know what? Back to me, because this is my this is my time to shine.
Excuse me.
Zaxby's is probably my favorite fast food restaurant. It may be controversial, but Zaxby's is
Almost
better.
poured my water on you. Trash.
It's better than everything. Don't ruin this podcast before we get.
You're talking about Zaxby's.
Zaxby's.
No way, bro.
Yes.
Out of Guthrie's, Five Guys.
I don't like Five Guys.
Samuel. Let me sit up. I thought I knew you.
No, you don't. That's why we're doing this.
You think you know a guy?
You think Five Guys isn't that bad.
I don't know. What?
But I will go back to this argument. Fruit Loops has flavors.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
No, it's the flavor of Fruit Loop. That's its flavor. That doesn't have
Fruit Loops. Its flavor.
Yeah, that's the. It's a
What
fruit-like flavor.
What is the fruit? What is
it's
what
just,
is the fruit? What is the specific flavor of a Fruit Loop?
They don't have a specific. It's just a fruit. That's why it's a loop, right? Because it just has all the fruits. And
okay, we're not getting into this. I agree to disagree.
What you wanted us to get into this? Okay.
I need to cut this volume down some. All right.
I'm gonna do it too.
Where was I at?
Somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere stuck in the middle.
No,
Okay.
you were talking about your Jack's day.
Okay.
How did you and your Jasmine girl?
Mm-hmm.
How'd y'all meet?
You just said her name.
I did. But I don't know if I said it right then,
You're
so
gonna-
I want to double check now.
So you're gonna say,
We could've
"Sorry,
edited it
Jasmine.
out.
This is this blah blah blah."
We could've edited
Jasmine's
it
her
out.
name, right?
We could've edited it out.
We could, but I'm the editor.
You could have.
So what if I don't? I guess you don't.
I guess it's in there.
How did we meet?
Yeah.
It's a funny story, actually. It's very intriguing.
Is it romantic?
No, it's not romantic at
I
all.
hate those.
It's not romantic at all. Well, some may say it's romantic.
Okay.
We met in middle school, right? At Central, like I said. We didn't get together then. Right. She just knew of me because
Was
I'm
it just wrong timing. You liked who?
No.
Okay.
I didn't like her. She didn't like me. We actually despised each other.
That was just a mutual. That's kind of
A mutual hatred towards each other because she didn't like my friend group and my friend group made fun of her friends because her friend had big lips and we would walk by and go whack whack, and so she come up to our table one day. She come up to our table one day and said, "You're a real."
No, she did.
Yes, she did. I might have to blurt that out, but yes, she did.
I have to blurt that out.
Yes, she did. I'm gonna keep that in. I'm gonna dog you for it.
Oh man.
I can't believe you would just up and leave
Oh, listen.
the co-host of
listen.
it. It's okay,
I could have explained it.
but you didn't.
But I didn't.
It's easier. And then she was like, well, what's your number? You know, you got to have your number. That was her smooth way of saying, can I have your number?
Okay, I see.
I just now thought of that.
Jasmine. Don't slip.
And then she, turns out she already had my number. Beats me. I don't know. We don't know. Neither of us know. And then from there, I said, hey, you want to go out? She said, sure.
Oh, so you made the first move.
And 5 years later, here we are.
5?
5 years and going and on. And how do you phrase that? 5 years?
Going steady.
Going steady with the old gal. Yes. 5 years.
That's a long time.
It's a very long time. 5 years, actually, the 8th of this month.
You gonna
That's when we went to the beach.
get down on your knees?
Eventually.
Your knee?
Eventually.
Touch yourself. Got it. I won't ask that again.
I might have to cut that out. Because our hearing, that's just gonna. You're
Inside
going to,
the
right?
door. I said you're gonna go after you're the editor.
So, yeah. We're gonna drop that subject. Eventually.
And we're gonna move on.
Eventually, yes. The next, they might want to know. Actually, I'll ask it. No, do you want to air how you met your wife?
I do not mind.
Okay, well, I had my moment. I'll let you do this, and then we'll get more into
In more depth.
how we met and why we wanted to start a podcast.
Stupid idea.
It's terrible.
No, man. I met the wife. You know, as I said, I met a girl out of high school.
Mhm.
You know, a few happy moments, and then they surely.
It just went down. It was like a staircase.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like went down pretty pretty bad. She did end up cheating on me though, brother. Man, that stuff hurts. That stuff hurts. But we grow, we learn. She ended up cheating on me, and then I threw a party, bro. The wildest party I could think to throw at the time.
Just crazy.
Crazy
A rager.
party. Oh, I was when my wife showed up, hammered, bro.
Already hammered.
I'm talking slewed.
Already
drunk.
30 deep.
30
With everything.
Might have been 40 deep. You know.
Maybe 45. Who knows? That night was a blur.
It was definitely. I don't remember. It wasn't even a blur. It was a black vision. But no.
Definitely.
Yeah, the party. She didn't even like me at first to begin with. Yeah. She didn't like me.
So we have the same story going on here.
Me? Oh man, I liked her. I could have just been hurt at the time, but I thought it did. You know, it worked.
I could have just been, a rebound at the time. But I didn't know any better. I was just hurt.
Oh man, better. You know, I did some. What's a good friendly way to put?
Right.
Eating 2 cakes at once.
You wanted the cake, and you also wanted to eat the cake too.
Right.
You can't have your cake.
I had a few slices of the cake.
You can't have the cake and eat it too.
Okay.
But you wanted the cake, and you wanted to eat the cake.
I wanted to munch on the cake.
And you wanted to drink with it, and it didn't work.
I did, man. I wanted fries and everything else, dude. I
With
sprayed
cake?
a lot. And no. Should have done that.
That went down.
No, luckily, something was on my side because it worked out very well. But yeah, that's how we met, man. She didn't even like me. I remember I had this big, huge afro, and back then, I wasn't the best mentally, so
But the afro was your giveaway.
I wish I could say yes. Afro was terrible. I'm talking trash,
So
bro.
the afro was the best aspect of you, and it was terrible.
It was bad. It was like a dread fro.
A dread fro?
Yes, it was terrible.
I know I'm
man.
white, but what is a dread fro?
Okay, so you're talking, you got an afro and your
And
afro.
dreads?
Now, for my black people, don't judge me too heavy now. But I was going through some stuff. But it's like an afro that doesn't get picked out. And over time, the curls just start to intermingle.
Now, I don't know much about, black hair.
Right.
Because I got flat hair. But I do know with an afro, I do notice you need to pick it.
Yeah. It's really not an afro if you don't pick it.
Yeah, it's just
kind of hair growth.
Yeah.
And
I do know that.
That's not what happened. I actually was at my lowest, and I'm kind of wondering,
Rock bottom.
my wife's choice of men now. Hey, that's what you was going for?
That's what you settled with?
Yeah. I did work at Bojangles for a little bit.
Hey, Bojangles is good.
Yeah.
We're not getting back on that subject. That's a touchy subject between us. You have your
Zaxby's.
opinion. You have your opinion. I got my opinion.
Oh.
But I do have a question for you.
I'm here for it.
What was your impression? Because we met at work,
Right.
obviously.
Right.
We weren't homeless and just met and decided to start a podcast.
We're two different ages.
you're
We definitely didn't be nice.
you're almost 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
I'm 19.
I'm 22. No, I'm 27.
You're 27.
Yeah. We got
And
some age
I'm
difference.
19. So think about it. This year, right?
Uh-huh.
We go back to when I was born.
Right.
You were 8. Wait, did you just turn 27?
I mean,
Look, we started a podcast. I don't even know your birthday. When's your birthday?
May 30th.
May 3rd.
Memorial Day.
My girlfriend's birthday is May 9th.
Really?
Yes.
May babies.
So, 20.
Yeah.
So, think about it. You know, this year I turned 20
Mm-hmm.
in July,
I'll
the
be
14th to be specific.
I'm not gonna remember that.
Not if no reason unless you want to get something.
Right. You said July 14th.
Yes, I did. No specific reason. But think about it. The year I was being born, you were 7 years old. You already knew how to talk.
I did, and wipe my own butt.
Exactly. And here we are, recording a podcast.
Time means nothing.
Time means absolutely nothing.
Time means nothing.
But the question I had, we met at work, right?
Right.
What was your impression of this white dude
Man.
bossing everybody around?
Man.
Whenever your first day, what'd you think? Well, the day.
We'll get into that a little later.
The first full day that you worked with me, what was your thoughts? And be honest.
I'm not gonna lie, brother. As truthful I can be, these people are finding out. You're finding out.
This is the first time I'm
I
hearing
didn't
this.
trust you, man.
What'd you think of me?
Dylan's a guy of stature, and you and Dylan are, y'all are tight. I understand, which is perfect. Fine. I've been working with for a while. I was under the impression, it's Ant-Man. He's not gonna let me do anything. He's not gonna let me not do work, and that's what I love doing is not work.
It's not working.
I just love not working.
But you work, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I work constantly. I'm 24/7. Just because I don't want to do something doesn't mean that I don't do it.
That's not.
By no means. Listen here, Dylan.
Hey, Dylan.
I get stuff done.
Look.
I receive when I need to receive.
Look, Dylan, specifically to you, right? I know.
And Gramps as well. I want to get you on record.
I want to get you and Pawpaw specifically on record. Me saying we work, and Alex.
Yes.
We
yes,
work
yes.
constantly.
We are
Dylan
some
knows.
hard workers.
David knows.
Tyler, if you ever
Alex
listen in,
knows. We work.
we're the hardest workers.
We work. So don't let what he says dictate how you think of me. Okay.
Whoa, wait. No, but on a serious note, I definitely didn't trust you. I don't know why I didn't trust you.
You just didn't, 'cause I'm
You were
white.
young, I think.
Were? I'm 19, brother.
Well, now that I know you're not young anymore.
No, I don't know, but I understand.
You feel
I'm
the
mature.
better. Time is of nothing.
Time is of the
I'm not gonna say mature because
Okay.
you are young.
Well,
I'm not going
I'm gonna
near that demographic.
I'm gonna leave. I'm sorry about that. This was a mistake. I'm just gonna get up and go.
No, yeah, I didn't trust you. I don't know why.
That's
I didn't trust you. You were young to me. I thought that you've been there for a while, and I'm like, man, this guy, he thinks he knows things. He doesn't know anything.
I know
He's
nothing.
a young man.
I know
He's a
absolutely.
young man. Man, he doesn't know life like I know life.
I know absolutely nothing.
I don't trust him. I can't talk to him. I can't tell him about my personal business. I can't tell him about my personal life. I can't be friends with him. I have to exclude myself from this white man.
Here we are.
And I failed. No, I got to know you a little bit better. Just kind of talk to you. I think that first day we ever worked together.
With the whatever it was.
That item. One day we worked together.
The one day that we worked a full day.
I think it was an auction load.
It was an auction load. I was showing you how to do an auction load.
Yeah, I think it was auction load like my third week there, and I don't know, bro. We just kind of got to chopping it up, and you didn't seem as bad as I thought you would.
As bad?
Just
So I'm still
You're still terrible. It's not as bad as I
terrible.
thought you would.
Understandable.
No, you were a lot more. How do you say it? Mature.
Mature. Is how it's pronounced.
Mature. At your age. Yeah, he's been pretty cool. I really like that you like space.
I love space. Don't get me started. We'll go for 2 hours.
What's your impression of this fine specimen here?
Okay, so we're talking about ourselves in the third person. Well, you're wrong. Let me just throw that out there. No. What I thought of you? You want me to be honest with you?
I want true, because I was just honest with you, and I didn't want to be. Alright? I was going to say something funny, like, because you were short, and I don't like short people.
Whoa, I'm 5'10" now. I'm 5'10". That's only 2 inches away from 6 foot. Alright.
Take a sip of my drink.
So, the honest truth, the first day I worked with you, you know, you're funny. I knew from the first day
I've been known to tell
that you were
jokes.
funny. Not good ones, but jokes. I understand. The first time I seen you, you know, he threw you on a forklift day one.
He did do
Kind
that.
of made me mad. It took me a couple months to even get trusted to drive a forklift. I had a gun before I had a forklift.
It's a scam.
It's a scan gun.
It's-
I'm sorry, we call it a gun.
We
A
don't
scan
have-
gun. We don't have weaponry on us at work. So I was kind of upset about that. You know, but he knows that I've gotten butt hurt because, you know, a couple other people there got to drive yard dogs, box trucks, forklifts. Before they looked at me and they said, no.
Piss on them.
So, I knew you were funny. But the honest, you know, everybody here watching us, on record, God watching us, I thought you'd get fired day one. I didn't think you'd last long. You want me to be honest with you.
It almost hit, brother.
The honest truth. And
Damn.
you know, and
Man, that's so
it's
funny.
nothing specifically against you. It was because we've had so many run-ins with people coming in and being funny and me being like, oh, I can get along with him.
You're not referring to black people, are you?
And not specifically.
Okay.
Just not specifically. No, there was a white guy. There was a white guy. His name was Austin.
We're name dropping.
We're name dropping. His name was
You're
Austin.
name
Nobody liked him. I'll put it out there.
Really?
Nobody liked him. He got fired for threats,
Ooh, you can't like a guy who's like, oh.
and that's exactly how he walked in. And
You
we're
walk
not
out the
gonna-
same way.
we're not going to get
We're not
into
gonna
that.
get into that.
But
We don't know what we can and can't talk about work related. Right?
Yeah.
We don't know that.
but I'll name drop him. His name was Austin.
Right, we can do that. He's
Not our Austin,
not. I'm not gonna name drop his last name, but
not our
Right.
Austin. But there was a warehouse Austin.
Dang,
Got fired.
We low key, we indirectly dry snitched and name dropped.
I don't care. Nobody liked him. But there's been a couple more that's been fired. You know about one of them.
I do.
I
do.
think you've only worked with one guy who got fired, but not nothing.
Nicole.
Not I have the receipts. No, and it's nothing against anybody that got fired really, because besides Austin, I got along with everybody who got fired.
Right.
It was just they got fired because they didn't work.
It's not hard work.
And it's the honest truth. Like, one of the guys that worked there, he was funny. I liked him. We talked. We worked together, but he didn't work, so he got fired. So I thought, nothing again. I know more now that you work, but I thought you was gonna come in there and sit on your phone 24/7.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't think he was gonna work. I figured Dylan would ask me. He'd be like, "Man, how is this going with him?" And I'd be like, "Dude, get rid of him, please. For the sake of my sanity, just fire him." But that's not the case.
Glad it didn't.
Yeah.
Glad you kept that to yourself.
Well, you thought I was uptight. I thought
That's an amazing word to use for it.
Uptight.
Uptight.
and I thought you would get fired day
Thought you
one.
were
So
shoes.
no.
Actually, just wear steel-toe boots.
Yeah. That's recent too, by the way. These
So-
these sweatpants I'm wearing, these were work sweatpants.
Well, they're still. It's summer.
It is summer and I'm wearing sweatpants. You're right.
God. Well, we did have the camera.
We
on.
did have the camera rolling.
You didn't want a Britney Spears moment.
I did. Well, I wanted to look appropriate, you know.
I don't look
well,
appropriate.
no,
with my shorts on?
no, you,
I know it
no,
at
no,
this
no,
angle.
no, you look.
And I'm slowly
no.
losing my mic too. Like it's slowly dropping.
No, you look appropriate, but if
You
you
want to look better than me.
the more we hang out after work,
Right.
the more you're gonna realize I wear sweatpants all the time.
I also.
I wear shorts and sweatpants. I only wear pants at work. And boots. I'm wearing Crocs.
Nice giblets too.
When I found out what those were called, I thought they were lying to me.
I did too.
I didn't know these things were called giblets.
Yeah, like what are you talking about? You talking about the Croc accessories? They're like giblets. Sorry, my bad.
But yeah, I thought you'd get fired
Man.
quickly too. I didn't think you'd last long
Man.
because we've had a couple people that come in there for a couple weeks and they're gone.
No.
And you know, but you're funny. I like working with you, and you work. We get stuff done.
We do. We get a lot of stuff done.
Not only do we get stuff done at work, but now we're at our second job,
We are.
making this
You
podcast.
still get paid for this one.
It's not. Look, we're doing this for fun. Oh, I wish the camera was going. We do this for fun.
Right.
For now.
And I'm just gonna leave it alone.
But yeah, that's what I thought of you. And then one day,
Flourished into this beautiful blossom of a friendship and bromance.
and it started slowly with it started slowly with TikToks being sent back and forth.
It did start on TikTok.
Mhm.
Shout out TikTok.
And then not shout out TikTok. They don't sponsor us. They don't pay us.
Not shout out TikTok.
But
Don't go to TikTok.
no,
but
go
if
to
you do
TikTok.
go,
We have a TikTok.
Follow our TikTok. What's
I'm
it
cutting
called?
this out. I'm cutting that part out. It's Quit the Cap. I'm gonna leave a link in the description of this video for them to click on it.
In our half video, it's just gonna cut off. It's just gonna be going up and it's off.
And now it's just our logo.
Um,
But it blossomed from just TikToks being sent back and forth. Actually, you found my TikTok, and I was kind of embarrassed because, as much as I love doing YouTube, which I will leave a link to my YouTube in the description too. You best go follow. You best go subscribe to it.
I think I subscribe.
You best go
I found
subscribe
you
to
through
it.
Dalton, bro.
You found us. You found Dalton. Dalton was the first person I talked to. You besides my girlfriend. I talked to her. I was like, "Do you think I should do YouTube again?" Because I used to do it at a real young age, and I play games a lot. And she said, "Yeah." So I went to Dalton. I said, "Hey, I'm starting a YouTube channel."
Amazing games. You're
Amazing
pretty
games.
funny.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I
need
mean
to
that halfway.
But then I talked to Dalton about it, and then slowly, you found it, Madison found it, Alex found it. The only reason Dylan found out about it, because I was going to tell him, but I didn't want, I was kind of embarrassed of it at the time. I don't know why, but just like, I didn't like hearing my voice. Now I
Kind
don't
of
care.
like this here.
Yeah, like other people listening to it, it's going to be cool, but at the same time, don't show me a part.
Oh,
I don't want to hear.
You laughing.
I'll just tell me which part was funny.
Right.
But, I had to tell Dylan, because, me and Dylan had that war, and he found a really old YouTube channel of mine, and I said, hey, if you're going to watch a YouTube channel, please just watch the new one. Please
Not the old.
yeah. And then he found it, and he binge-watched my videos and said they were really good, so
Hey.
it gave me some
Did
confidence.
he subscribe?
He did subscribe.
got
He
it.
also was one of the first subscribers to this YouTube channel.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you, Dylan. Shout out Dylan.
He actually, everybody subscribed to it right now is from work.
D.Y. Dylan.
And
Shout out to everybody at work.
that's how it started, was just TikToks. Then one day I asked you, said, hey, I've always wanted to start. Actually, I said, hey, I've always wanted to start a podcast. And then you told me, hey, I always wanted to start a podcast.
And the wife was.
And then I said, hey, you want to start a podcast?
Quit the Cap.
Quit the Cap. And we actually, it's funny, we come up with a name. It was going to be Piss on Them.
It was going to be
It was gonna be Piss On
We were
'Em.
looking at t-shirts and all, bro.
Yes. And then we decided no.
Good thing we did.
Mr. Chris over here said something to one of our fellow co-workers. He said, quit the cap. And I said, hey, that should be a podcast name.
it.
That's a perfect, nobody else has it.
And it stuck like glue, man.
And it stuck like glue. And here we are, Quit the
So,
Cap podcast.
if you did like what you heard, quit the
Quit
cap.
the cap.
Go ahead and subscribe. I will say this, though.
Say something.
I did not know. I knew it was, I knew that it started to get serious, but I didn't know, it didn't get real serious until you got the microphones.
A week ago?
And then when you
This
got the
week?
microphones,
Actually, I
I was
bought
like,
'em
holy
Tuesday.
cow. I know. I was serious.
But you didn't know I was serious.
Right.
I was serious, and I didn't know if you were serious.
And look at us.
Because, I had a run-in with a guy who I thought I knew.
You think you know a guy.
You think you know a guy. I'm not going to name any names, but he makes music. Pretty good music.
Very good.
Very good music. I might leave something.
He wanted to chase the music.
He just wanted to chase the music in school, and he bailed on me.
I would never do that.
I hope not. We're 52 minutes into an episode.
52? Wow. Doesn't even feel like that long. We are.
We're close friends now, but we're going to become
We're
acquaintances.
Let's dial it back.
Let's back up some. I know of you, right? I know of you.
We're real good friends.
Yeah.
We did have a heart to heart the other day through TikTok.
We did have a heart to heart through TikTok, and I wanted to have a guy that's why I chose Mr.
What you mean?
I want to have a friend to do a podcast. I didn't want to just because I wanted a podcast, but I didn't want to do it by myself.
Right.
But I also didn't want to just
talk to yourself.
I didn't want to just ask a random person, "Hey, you want to start a podcast?" So I wanted somebody who I thought I was friends with, and then get my heart broken, just to find another friend, then become close friends, and then start a podcast.
That's Jesus in the works right there.
And here we are. Thank you, Jesus. And I didn't know you were serious about it until you sent me the video of this office.
Yeah.
Even after I bought the microphones, I was like, he could still be like, things change. Because, you tell me if things change. You wouldn't just ignore me.
I wouldn't pull a HF.
That's all we're going to say. Oh, you wouldn't pull a HF. Mr. DW knows a lot about Mr. HF.
Oh,
no name drops.
No name drops.
Just initials.
That's what we're going to start doing.
And, well, the guys I was talking about, I don't know their last name. So I just had to name drop them. But I didn't know, because after I bought the microphones, I was like, he could still easily tell me, hey, things happen, can't start the podcast. But then you sent me a Snapchat of the office, and I said, I smiled, and I showed my girlfriend, and I said, this is our office. This is the podcast place. This is where we're doing a podcast at.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, I'm sitting in a bright green chair beside the fellow co-host, Mr. Chris, in another bright green chair.
We're shaking hands.
The camera, you would know, but the camera died.
Yeah.
It'll be better next episode. We kind of.
Hopefully.
I'm gonna be. He come prepared. He gave me a little nice cold. I mean, if the camera was on, you would see this is a nice cold.
That's a beverage.
That is a beverage. That's not a drink. That's a beverage. And he gave. He's very. Yeah, he's that.
He is me in this scenario.
And he got the office set up, and I come with the. I show up with the microphones and a dead camera, and I couldn't even figure out how to put the microphones together.
Well, if it's any constellation, one of those words. If it's any of
Constellation's what's in the sky with the stars.
That's right. Then consultation is what you get from a lawyer. So condensation is what I said.
This is condensation.
One of those words. The word that
if it means anything.
No, not lack of.
If it means anything.
If it means
there you go.
Anything.
Right. Yep. If it means anything, that's exactly what it means.
No, if it means anything, the laptop wouldn't connect to my home Wi-Fi for some reason.
Well, we can always, they make those things. They make them, and they make routers, like gaming routers for computers. If your Wi-Fi is not good and you're a streamer, you can buy them, set them where you need, and connect to that, and it has really good Wi-Fi. So we can invest into that, put it somewhere right over here, and have perfect Wi-Fi.
We're looking to go to Verizon. They have a nice deal going on with their Wi-Fi.
There you go.
$35 a month.
And we need a tripod, obviously.
I need to quit giving these places advertising.
Yeah. There's a certain cell phone place that has a good deal for $35 a month. Not to name drop, unless actually one of them may be name dropped. I
guess we'll never know.
There's. I'm not gonna name it.
We will soon, because once they hear this, they're gonna fall out of their office chairs
or not
laughing.
You know what? We think this is great. They think it's terrible.
Well, it's not gonna crush our spirit.
No, we're gonna
It's
keep
not gonna
doing
crush our
it.
dreams.
We're gonna keep going.
We're gonna pull through.
This white man and this. I'll let you say it. I'm not gonna incriminate myself. This white man.
And this light-skinned caramel man.
Don't. I know there's children yelling outside. We ignore the yelling.
We enjoy doing this podcast,
We enjoy it.
so we're gonna do it regardless.
I've enjoyed the last hour.
It's gonna come out every Friday.
Every Friday, guys.
Every Friday at 6:00 in the morning.
On TikTok,
Every Friday, 5:00 in the morning.
5 a.m.
Nope. Yes.
By the time you open up your eyes, there's gonna be a quick
There's gonna be a Quit the Cap episode,
It's gonna be on there.
and Mr. Glover
Thank you.
is. I'm not gonna say in charge, because eventually we're both gonna come to.
Large and in charge.
We're both gonna come together with the TikTok and make
Right,
clips.
Right.
But for
now.
the time being, I have entrusted our clips to Mr. Glover. So if they are terrible, come to him.
Hold your pulses to the end.
I did not.
Applauses?
Applause. There
There
you
it
go.
is.
He's in charge of the clips. They'll be coming out.
I'm probably.
We might not have many clips of this one because there's no camera.
Yeah, but probably one time a day.
Well,
one
there's
day.
no camera. We don't have many clips
Yeah.
right now. We got the
Yeah.
one in the beginning.
It could just be black screen. No. I'm not
nobody's
doing
gonna wanna
that.
watch
No
that.
one's gonna do that.
Nobody's gonna.
People
wanna
don't
watch
have attention
No.
spans. Oh, I could put some Subway Surfer.
it. You could
on
put some
there.
Subway Surfer.
And people are hooked, dude. You're talking thousands of views.
Well,
bro.
I think in your 10 minutes of speaking of you and the jokes we made, I think you have enough clips for the week.
I think I do too.
I think you do. And it'll be more what's that word for
In depth?
no,
Raw.
more like together.
Oh.
Together.
I think we'll be more prepared. We'll be more
We
together.
put no eggs in our basket. We're carrying around an empty basket right now.
We just set it up. As we set it up, we
Yeah.
started recording.
And we were nervous at front. The jitters are gone.
No, I don't.
You know,
We're good now.
I don't care anymore.
I mean,
You know.
the only complaint I have about this podcast, this very second, is we got to figure out how to insulate this garage.
Oh my God, hot in here. We were sweating.
My butt.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
I'm
into
sitting
this.
in a pool. It's hot. It's real hot.
What are you doing in me
What are
swamp?
you doing in me swamp? It's hot. But
Oh.
other than it being hot, it's great.
But I think
enjoying
now's
it.
a good time to end it. We're gonna end it abruptly. We don't have any promotions to get.
We
out.
do have promotions actually.
Go ahead.
What is your TikTok?
Oh,
Yes.
Your TikTok.
Dad times 03.
Dad X.
Dad X03. Or you can just look me up, Chris Glover, KRIS. None of that CH. I'm not Tris over here. Okay? Chris.
go ahead, brother. What do you mean?
So I got an Instagram.
Insta.
I got a TikTok.
And I'm old.
I just made the Instagram account. I got an Instagram, I got a TikTok, and I got a YouTube. And wait,
And they're called.
my YouTube is Samurai Sam. That's the main one. Go subscribe to the Samurai Sam. The
Immediately.
TikTok, immediately. The Samurai, the TikTok is Samurai Sam YT because some buffoon took Samurai Sam
And we're gonna find out who it is.
and copyright him.
Probably not, but
No, we won't. But the TikTok Samurai Sam YT, and so is the Instagram.
Insta's
The
the same.
Instagram is Samurai Sam YT.
So they know who to
And
follow.
then, we got a TikTok for the. Thanks to you, we have a TikTok for the podcast.
We do.
It is at this very second for the next 28 days.
Quit the Cat Podcast 64.
It's Quit the Cap 64. That's the @.
No correlation to the number 64.
Nothing.
At all.
We're gonna change that within the next 28 days.
To just
Just Quit the Cap
Cap.
or Quit the Cap Pod.
Yeah, at our handle.
We have a YouTube. That's what this is going to be on. Quit the
It is
Cap.
as well.
Quit the cap.
Quit the Cap Pod, if you must. Here soon, we're gonna have a Patreon or patron, whatever. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Hey.
Whichever. A Patreon,
Potato.
which hopefully you'll be able to see the bloopers. May or may not be uncensored.
Correct.
Not, it's gonna be uncensored.
It's
we're gonna
be
have some
unraw,
episodes
Uncut.
uncut,
Unsalted.
raw,
unroasted.
Un-
All of the uns.
unroasted. Anything that you could do to not do something, that's what's going to be. It's no effort's going to be put into
Talking
posting that.
Bloopers.
Everything.
We're
Anything that
talking-
cut out at the beginning, in the middle, in the end, that 5-minute intermission, it's going to be in there.
It's inclusive.
It's included.
All inclusive.
All inclusive.
And
You may get extra episodes.
there it is. We're also going to be sometimes going to be going live on TikTok as well.
And YouTube
And YouTube also.
at the same time.
So join on in. We would love to have y'all. Probably not, but still.
You might not love to watch us, but
Correct.
if you don't like watching us, then quit
Quit
the
the
cap.
We're going to get better in our syncing
Yeah,
all the time.
because we already tried this at work, and it sucked.
It's bad. I'm Batman.
And it's too late. I'm Batman. No, see, you didn't do it.
I should have done it, man.
I'm Batman.
And
Okay, so we're gonna try this again. If you didn't like that, no.
we're gonna look forward. We're
At
gonna
the-
turn. You're gonna say what you're gonna say, and then right when you're ready to say quit the cap, we're gonna turn
As soon as we lock eyes,
We're gonna
quit
say-
the cap.
All
Are you
right.
gonna say with some quit the cap?
I'm just gonna say, quit the
Quit
cap.
the cap.
You
That's
can.
no energy.
You're the energized one.
You're right. I'm the energy guy. Okay.
I'm the guy that brings you down, and you're the one that picks me up. That's why we're working.
I'll do it every time.
If you didn't like watching or listening to this episode, watching the first 10 minutes of it,
Oh, look too early. Then you should.
if you didn't like listening to this episode, then you should quit the cap. That's terrible. We're done.
One last
Okay,
one more time.
one more time.
Here,
If you
folks.
didn't like listening to this episode, then
you should.
quit the cap.
And we're out.
That's it.